Some say it's too fucking hot in England, whilst others say, do you like my air conditioning? Motherfucker. Air conditioning don't even work in two of my cars that have them. It's great. Not that that would help, sitting in a car with air conditioning and coming out into a house that's never seen air conditioning in my life. Anyway, I'm on the old Commodore 64 again, and the only new compilation I've added is the Konami Arcade Collection. Now there are two completely different box scans for this that I found on Google, and they have like different games. I mean, one has like Iron Horse and things like that on there. Most of the games are similar. I think it's Green Beret that's missing, which is a mistake. I'm not saying Green Beret is the best game in the world, but if you like the arcade game, then you're a bit of a knob if you don't like the C64 version. Alright mate, alright then. Problem is, I have played most of these, except I don't think I played the Kung Fu 2. Never really felt the need. And Jailbreak. Green Beret, infamously, is the first actual SD to IEC C64 game I recorded. Attempted to record too, because like an idiot, I didn't notice that there was a slight problem with the C64 I was using. Slight problem, mate. 1984 bytes free, that's what he said, or something like that. And I never noticed, because it was a 1984 Commodore 64. I was like, yeah, anyway. Excuse me. I'm not rude. My digestive system does not necessarily listen. It's not like I had crap like Chinchill's fluffy English pasties. Or Burger King. Burger King gives you the Burger King burps. EK burps. So. Better make this a slim one. Mine's a slim one, cheers bud. Never have truer words been said about my taste. Mine's a slim one, thank you. Boobs wobble a bit. Hey, I have to turn this thing off. Oh, actually, the lighter's in the other room. It's a bit risky as well, going in the other room. crackers can't draw naked women too well. Okay, the fan is annoying there. Move the camera, I had to move the fan. There is a torch here.
The warden has been taken hostage. Free him no matter what the cost.
Sounds like Steve Benway. Steve Benway, the prison guard. Classic, mate. Classic. You get it all on my channel. Accept promotion by the YouTube algorithm. So, probably stopped halfway through and played that speech like it does with Nemesis on the tape loader, and then carried on loading. So it does it on the disc anyway. It's going to be a bit iffy swapping the joystick. Racy music, sir. Roxy music? Nah, just racy. I've got to put the pins out. Remind me later, innit? It's just too hot to have the projector on. Too damn hot, sir. Even had to wait for my food to cool down before I ate it, because I can't drink ice cold water anymore. Not until I have my mouth open for like an hour at the dentist. In this COVID spreading world that we live in. So, the finger, the slim finger. I was going to say something about old style Gaping's penis, but anyway. Oh, I've got an unboxing video to do as well a bit later, but we have to do that in the daytime because you can't see shit. So in the daytime will be in about 5 hours. I've never played Jailbreak. I have a vague memory of my friend playing it, but I don't know if that's on his Amstrad or in the arcade. He liked side-scrolling games like this. He used to play Double Dragon a lot. I used to play Renegade even more than Double. He loved Renegade for some reason. I don't know, it's just not my cup of tea really. I mean, stuff like Rastan 3, yeah, okay. But Renegade, it's too early then. Though the C64 version is an absolute shit show of a conversion. And the controls are shit on top, so 0 out of 2 for Renegade on the C64. Still real arsehole to play on the Amstrad. So collision detection, right, okay, I think you can't move diagonally. Yeah, you can't move diagonally. So they all got weapons as well. I'm not enjoying this game. I thought the problem would be the graphics, but it's actually the playability. See, I can't get that one. He can get me, but I can't get him. How stupid. See, I'm right at the bottom of the screen there. I haven't moved. Oh, you can get them like that. Oh. Right, okay, it's probably illegal to suck his cock in this state, so George Michael, beware, sir. So it's kind of like Berserk meets Double Dragon. It's a bit shit, actually. And because you can't fire, you can't move diagonally. How can that be a thing, mate? I touch these fucking boots with my lips. Get on with it, mate. Fucking high score saver, I wanted it off anyway. So I've run out of those special bullets. So you end up just fucking avoiding them, really. And then that happens, oh. That's a bit of a Hollywood moment, that was. Ah, they can shoot each other, so I was right, it is like Berserk. Maybe that's what kills me, maybe because they turn around and fire downwards. Ridiculously difficult game. Okay. Right, so it is like Berserk because even though he can't get, he can get me, I can't get him because the way it lines up. So that's a bit shit. This cunt is very... see, he didn't get me, but he did. That's annoying. It should be the other way around. So that means you have to go up the fucking top. Alright, here we go. That's a bit of a thing. So you can just avoid them. Alright, so... maybe it's at the top of the screen. Ah, right, okay. They're a bit violent, aren't they? Controls are so bad. A game where you can't actually move diagonally. Okay, they've got like machine guns. Uzi 9mm plasma rifle in the 9000 milliwatt range. Hey pal, just what you see. What's wrong with that? Fuck, it takes forever to fucking put your name in there. And you're trying to get used to this shit control method. They're gonna fucking get me because you move so slow. This must be some sort of geriatric fucking prison guard. Ah, gee, you know what? Fuck off. I'm definitely giving this game a fair whack. So he shot me in the hand, at best. I think they shoot more than me, actually. That's like fucking, it's just fucking noughts and crosses, mate. Fucking noughts and crosses, isn't it? Ah, come on, man. See, you touch anywhere on them, and you die. Alright, but your bullets have to fucking be Counter-Strike levels of accurate. That's bullshit, that is, sorry. Skipping through a hail of fire. But no, you're not going to do it all the time. It's a terrible game. I don't know if the arcade game plays this shit. Look, you have to get headshots. It's like fucking Killzone, 8-bit Killzone done to Tier Tech's standards, mate. That's all I've got to say. Done and dusted, mate. It's a shit game. I suspected it was shit. It's a worse conversion than Nemesis. Nemesis is a straight 5 out of 10. Where's a fucking... Typing in the dark is a real cunt. Nah, I could of course put all the stuff in the root directory and rename the first program to something simple like JB. But no, what am I doing? I want to run, innit? I can't. The heat's getting to me. The heat. It's the one at the end because the last one I put in the SD card. I think there may have been another one that I was going to do, but I can't remember what it's called now. The gold collection one, that could be one. You know those things when they sold a million, those compilations. I'm trying to think if there's another guy. I have played Jackal, because it's on the SD card, so I would have played it. Yeah, Ya Kung Fu 2 is the only other one I haven't played before. I may actually not play the rest of them. It's too hot to play shitty games. Shitty games. Let's see if we can have the cool air of the fan. Cool breeze of any time, USA. That's good, that is. Yeah, outside the temperature has dropped, but not in the house. No, it's not really late enough yet. It's only 11:30 now. Had the windows open since about 11. Bathroom windows are also open. Yeah, those they sold a million things, right? Did each of those individual games sell a million? When they say they sold a million, they mean like £1 million? That'd only be 111,000 copies of Daley Thompson's Decathlon. Yeah, to give you a street value of 1 million. I think that's right. Yeah, 10 quid. Yeah, that's right. Well, 9 quid actually. The Ocean Games were 9 quid for quite a while. US Gold were 10 quid. No, please, no, go away. Nostalgia, you 1mm cocksuckers, you. Okay. Ming the Merciless, which sounds familiar, me saying that. Although I could have been talking about Defenders of the Earth. Ronnie Amstrad. Some sort of Marty McFly, the spy disguise. Suit you, madam! That's the international karate guy in his green pyjama bottoms trying to get back in shape after putting on about 5 stone. Chun-Li's mum. And he's got a ponytail, what can you say about that? The turd flying toward. Yeah, anyway, we get the idea, Mad Commodore. We don't review loading screens anymore. Okay, I've got no idea if it's decompacting or doing anything. Oh, the green light has just come on. I don't remember seeing the music for this in Martin Galway's thing, but apparently it is. I wonder what happened to Martin Galway. He was actually the nephew of James Galway, so you can bet he had plenty of music lessons and stuff when he was a kid, you know, encouragement. Okay, it could be a case of the other joystick port. Now when doing After Dark with Osiris, yeah, when doing that shit, I should probably have 2 joysticks plugged into the C64. But then I'd have to play this with the shitty Competition Pro. slow, that's the thing. He moves fast, but he's slow to react. I don't think he can jump diagonally. There's no scrolling at all. Oh, he can jump diagonally. No, I took a hit for that. So I got all that bullshit taking your energy, right? So I'm not fucking hardly getting him, so it's already insanely difficult. Straight away. You got all that bullshit with the shit controls to get through. And he's got a weapon that reaches halfway across the screen and you just got your fucking little girl's fists. There's no special weapons. Hadouken! It sounds suspiciously like Ryuken. Although apparently it's pronounced Ryu. Ikari warriors, mate. I'm not interested in getting used to them controls. I don't like that. Now obviously it would have taken me like maybe 3 or 4 goes of it to come to that conclusion in the past. But I would have come to that conclusion. So, you know, we're just speeding things up for your benefit. I don't know if there's a channel that actually likes ER Kung Fu 2 as a game on the C64. I'm sure I've done Shaolin's Road because it was labelled like that and it was already on the SD card. I mean, I may have forgotten some stuff. I think ER Kung Fu itself is alright, especially as a 2-player game. It is a faster fighting game to play than something like Exploding Fist. Just doesn't have the same polish in all the areas, mate. I don't know if I'd call it a turd. I mean, it's alright. It could have been a bit more colourful like the Amstrad version, but yeah, a lot of these games were just rushed out. You know, as soon as the check clears for you know, acquiring the license for ER Kung Fu, they're like in a mad panic, like a fucking you know, a virgin ejaculating for the first time. All hell fucking breaks loose and no one knows what the fuck is going on. And then at the end there's this like mess on the fucking disk drive, which is the source code for ER Kung Fu. That's how it was, really, if you think about it. It's not quite like that in the console world. It's like, can we do this game? Yes. Alright, then we'll sort out the money. But in the UK it was like loads of software companies trying to get an arcade license. I don't know if it was like closed bids, so everyone submits their maximum bid for the license. I suppose there's no standard way of doing it, but it could have been like that. People knew that Outrun was like a really hot, you know, arcade property. Okay, it says US version. So this is no good, actually. Why do I need to press that? No. So it might be different actually now. Cabal is different. So actually, I've put this in the Imagine directory. Great, you've got to change joystick ports for that shit. ER Kung Poo. 2 poos on your Kung. You. it's not the fucking Blitz, mate. It was fucking joystick port one, wasn't it? Yeah, so I'm gonna lose lives already. So. No, still not working. Why does pushing left push me up the screen? And why does pushing down turn me that way? I don't get that. Something weird going on here. That can't be the right joystick port. Has it been set to keyboard? That would be weird keys to have. Alright, player one. Come on, there we are. Fucking why down keys? Especially in America. What cunt in America didn't have a joystick in the house when they had a C64? None, mate, I tell you, that's a fucking fact. Most Americans who got a VCS already had, got a C64, already had a VCS already, so there's at least that joystick. I've set it to joystick now, so again, that's fucking, not only is this possibly the wrong fucking version, so I always fire up, which is a bit shit. So you have to kind of go like this left and right. So it's like Arkanoid meets Commando, because you've got to keep going like this to shoot them. And you get shit collision detection. I got him, but I didn't get the little bastard right. So. That looks like a fucking manhole cover, for fuck's sake. And you can't touch these. Oh, there's a fucking Ford Pinto. It explodes as soon as it touches them things. You're going to have to find the UK version, because amazingly I think it's even worse. Or the same. Well, it's a shit compilation review. They're all shit, mate. And that is an 8. That is a comma. That is a 1. Robin Tunney. That's what RUN stands for. No, actually, we're going to go into the Imagine directory and see if there's more than one version of Jackal. So that's going to be by software publisher. Ocean is going to be out of sequence because I added loads of things to it, so let's do an alphabetical sort. I put the other Imagine games in the Ocean directory because that seems to make sense to me, so I don't get them confused, because you've only got 11 characters to describe all the fucking files and directories. Otherwise you get bullshit like that. Windows fucking 3.1 bullshit when I was trying to do actually, did Windows 3.11 have the more than 8 character file name update before or after Windows 95 came out? Yeah, there's only one version of Jackal there. There's only one version there. So, and there's no like Imagine.d81. Bit fucked then really, isn't it? Bit fucked then really. Maybe I'll play some Donkey Kong bit later. Second charge on the camera. Problem is the camera battery takes about 2 hours to charge. And that's 2 hours of me being bored because it's too hot to have the projector on, unless you're sitting right under the fan. But the fan doesn't cool the air in the room, it just cools you down. So you could have the fan on all day, but if your room is hot, it's not going to really make any difference. Unless you had about 15 fans blowing on, like, you know, the wall and the furniture in the room and everything, yeah, maybe then. You'd be using so much electricity, you might as well get an air conditioning unit. So, we're in alphabetical sort here. I think it's under just games. Yeah, no, it's only the A directory. It's got them set out like alphabetically. Right, great. I've got Jackal and Jackal USA. For fuck's sake. Look. See, all the games I like are in here, and then loads of shit ones that I don't like. Is that Interdictor Pilot? It is. I had Interdictor Pilot. It was like a fucking Petsky game, mate. It's like a Petsky version of Star Raiders for the pet. It's about as sophisticated. And yet, you know, Supersoft did have a good Burger Time clone. Burger Chase. So, that's probably not the right version of Jackal, so I'm going to have to do these reviews over 2 charges with a camera. The Big 100, eh? Who remembers the Big 100? Very unpopular series that was, actually. No, why am I going in here? There's not going to be anywhere else in here. Ah, crap, come on, mate. Right. I'm so out of practice doing this bollocks. Right, we don't want alphabetical sort anymore. Right, okay, so now it's on to the games that are, well, I don't like Sholin's Road, but let's remind ourselves how shit this game looks. Although this compilation, which I did check, it's a 1988 compilation, and it was $9.99, I believe, because it had a price sticker on mine, and it had $9.99. You wouldn't reduce something to $9.99, it's unlikely. It's possible, but so you do get quite a few games for $9.99, and if you just got your like 64C or C1 to 8 like a year before or a couple of years before, or even with it, and I suppose you've got to rate it like that. So, well, I noticed that World Series Baseball had a hit squad release, and yet World Series Baseball is actually written by Imagine, not Ocean, who bought Imagine. You can clearly see it running on the machines in the last days of Imagine. They just couldn't find the money to get any new games mastered, and they owed most people money anyway, and obviously those people wouldn't do them new tapes, you know, run out a set of like World Series, which is a shame because World Series Baseball is actually pretty damn good for the time. And the Jumbotron is always a favourite with a Jumbotron. All the levels look the same. D. Looks like a little fat kid you control, so. Why am I not moving again? These fucking games are all joystick port 1 and 2. So the game starts when you press fire on joystick port 1. They really shouldn't do that shit. And you can actually differentiate between pressing space and pressing the fire button on joystick port 1, because some games do actually do it. So it's flip screen as well. It's like an Asian version of Keystone Capers with rubbish push scroll on the C64. Of course, I don't know how I got that weapon. I don't know what the aim is, because I can't. Wedges of cheese, big pieces of cheddar the size of my head are being thrown at me. How'd you jump? Alright, you can only jump up to a new platform, you can't actually jump to avoid things. There must be something I have to do. The enemies run away from you. The enemy! That's from Afterburn. Okay, I don't know what I did to actually get onto another level, but all the levels look the fucking same anyway. That's the problem with this game. It's got arcade gameplay, which is usually shit for the home. The best feature of the arcade game is probably the graphics. The highly talented Japanese pixel art, which is, this is not even above average C64 graphics. This is not bad, but the actual graphics in the game, yeah, it was by the edge, I thought it was. So they really should have known better. So that's not a good game. Maybe if you actually one of these weirdos who really likes the arcade game, then yeah, that's the thing. But for the other 99% of the world who hasn't gone fucking insane, no, that's a miss. Miss Williams, ooh, I can just about remember Miss Williams. She was my junior school teacher. I don't think she was my form teacher. God damn it! How old would I have been then? I think I was about 10, actually, maximum age. You know, 11 and a few months old. I'll have to backtrack and work out. Yeah, no, that would be the max. And I noticed she had nice tits. It's really weird to think that. But she was also a really nice, friendly, like person. She was very smiley, very helpful. Do you remember once she got up on one of the school chairs to put up the paper chains? So that would have meant I was like 10 and a half, 10 and 3/4. Yeah, I'm not boasting or anything. Hitting puberty early just means you hit the grave earlier than everyone else. So who'd want that? I didn't decide that to be a thing, so... Yeah, you know what? You know my opinions on the other games. This is a version of Nemesis where if you press the space bar instead of like the left shift key or whatever, it activates your power-ups, which means you could do the trick where you got your C64 keyboard on the floor under the desk and you hammer it with your high-tech boots. Not that they're all sophisticated technology, that's just a brand. Sergio Tacchini. Yeah, every year it seemed to be a new thing. Oh, you got Fred Perry this year. Ah, that's last year's Sergio Tacchini. The shell suits. The birth of the shell suits. It's a classic, mate. So I'm a bit fucked really, because I can't really do this review until I download the UK version of Jackal. See, but however, by doing these, I have actually highlighted a problem with the SD to IC collection that I'm making. Ones that actually fucking work and don't have games missing just because they came on a T64 image in the game base archive. That's what it is. It's like someone's just searched for all the disk images in the game base archive and put them on a separate release and called it the SD to IC collection. Well, it's not, because it's missing things like, you know, Iridium or something like that. It's like a well-known game in the UK that didn't come out on disc really, or was extremely rare. The type of game that Game Base stores as a T64, you know the type. So my options are limited. I hate Hypersports. I really don't like Hypersports. It's just too difficult. So I'll have to come back to the rest of these. So we've got to do Nemesis, Hypersports, Ping Pong, Mikey, and Ya Kung Fu 1. You know what? I might do Ya Kung Fu 1 now. I think my problem with this game is really that I had Exploding Fist as soon as it come out, International Karate as soon as it come out, so this was a backward step, and the arcade machine is not that impressive anyway. And I'd seen it running on the, I believe it was on the BBC Micro that I used to see it running at school. In the school relay team, yes, it was running literally, it grew legs and started running, and yeah, anyway. Roll up number 2, yeah, go on then. Yeah, go ahead. That's Andy Garcia from Black Green. Oh no, it's an amazing impersonation. You thought Andy Garcia had visited there. Well, you know, he did appear on Top Gear, so maybe it's possible, but... Yeah, music is okay. Like the other one, I'm sure this is charging like a black code with the naked something. What's the woman that was? Ah, you get the idea. Have the fan off now. This is where the lights are going off. 3, 2, 1. See if that affects the video recording quality. Don't forget, you got to do the bins, man, Commodore. How could I forget, mate? The smelly poos in the little tray. Slight problem, I've lost the light. Oh, actually the light is in the other room. That's why I was holding off having another roll. Dropping off for the shithole next door. 5 cars, not today. See, I don't want that falling in there. Yeah, put it in the comments if you know what the tune was in the topless body with some sort of pixelated mess for a head, which was the first game I did. Oh, which one's got the coda in it? That one. Oh, don't get them confused, mad comedy. Now, because I've got this on a compilation, specifically Imagine's 5-game Konami coin-op hits compilation, I did appreciate the good music on this. Did actually like Jean-Michel Jarre. My brother-in-law being a 60s kid, he was exposed to all that kind of stuff. Well, I had already discovered Jean-Michel Jarre, but we both liked him. So. Well, I'm still smoking, so having a bit of a smoke whilst the Kung Fu's going. Yeah, I know I should have been in the charts, mate, in the 80s. Speaking of commercial music, the reason I didn't like most commercial music is because they didn't really, well, by the time the C64 was the behemoth of a system, rival system crushing computer. $3 million Amstrads is nothing, mate. There's like 26 million Commodore 64 and Commodore 128 machines sold. And I think only 10 Commodore 128s in the world were ever used with CPM. Because you had to buy an expensive disk drive and an expensive monitor just for that. 800 quid, the whole lot cost. You're lucky the roll-up's gone out. Alright then. This thing's gone on long enough. So the gameplay is a lot faster than like other 8-bit fighting games. Maybe that's what people liked about it in the arcade. It's kind of like a Mortal Kombat Street Fighter speed sort of fighting game. It's just the background graphics are so underwhelming and the sprites are not brilliant either. They're okay, but I don't think you needed a black outline on them. Ooh, also put in the comments if you know of any websites that have C64 sprite or background graphic rips. The sites I go, they're mostly console stuff, but there did used to be a site that had C64 sprites. So I remember some bats from, it was Cauldron, I think, yeah. Apparently IPA stands for Indian Pale Ale. So thanks to Cauldron of Stardust for telling us that in the comments. And there's not even any palette raster splits. And there's no scrolling, so I don't know why You see, they have weapons and you don't. I think that's why I don't like this game. Oh, that's the cola finished. Down to 11 cans of cola. And it's only been 5 days since I fucking bought this shit of 24, so... So on top of trying to hit them, you have to fucking dodge their fucking weapons, which you haven't got any of. Yeah, back arrow, back shots, mate. Let's do another game while we're here. Because we've got like 8.5 minutes. It's going to take me half a minute to find the keys. And load up the SD to IC file browser. She did actually learn touch typing thanks to the adventure game The Pawn by Magnetic Scrolls on my Atari ST M. Got to be clear, didn't have Atari ST, that's not that rich, mate. It's fairly rich to have the STM as it is. That's a 1986 computer. There's a lot of money in 1986, mate. 440 quid for that thing. Let's get Nemesis out of the way. Because that leaves Mikey and Green Beret. Happy times. Ping pong is good too. There's no point me playing Hypersports. I'm absolutely shit at Hypersports, as well as the fact that I don't like it. So it's just one of those things. So it's like ER Kung Fu. I already had Exploding Fist and International Karate, which was two martial arts people without weapons, one-on-one. Where you could beat the shit out of your mate, and then beat the shit out of him on Exploding Fist if you wanted. Yeah, it was the 80s, mate, that's what it was like. Yeah, that's a problem. So I think that's why I don't like ER Kung Fu. And ER Kung Fu 2 is even worse, and it looks like an MSX game. It's shit. So really, I'd only play ER Kung Fu if there was a trainer option that their weapons don't hit me. Then it's a straight fighting game, and then, yeah. See, they might have done it like that as an arcade game to like grab your money in it. It doesn't mean it's a good idea for actual gameplay design. Fan on, we've got all the windows open in here and it's not really that much cooler. I think it'd be another hour probably, at least half an hour before it's cool enough. Anyway, the camera's in front of the left shift key, so we needed this version of Nemesis anyway. Nemesis, the final
challenge.
There you go, Nemesis, the final challenge. Not interested, mate. I don't like that kind of music anyway. I don't like it being played on an analog synthesizer. Yeah, we have to have the trainers because we want the thing where it changes the space as the thing. Power up upgrade if you've got any chance of fucking no. Okay, I'm going to say no to that, no to that. In-game music, go on then, saves me. I think it's S though to swap between music and sound effects, or is it M? Looking for the Y key, additional upgrade key, a space bar, yep. I want that. T and the Y look very similar, and no to reading dots. No one's fixed this game because it'll take a lot of talent to fix this game. This game is already at homebrew coding standards, if I'm honest. sounds like a cat complaining. Why buy me a shit biscuits, mad Commodore? Why? Yeah, if you fuck it up once, then you got to be in the right fucking place to get them all. That's the problem with this game. If you're not, you need rapid fire. That's the other thing. Oh God, I'm gonna have to like reload it with the trainer options, I think. See, I can't do that and get my weapons power up. So if you keep fucking these up, then you're just not going to get enough weapons, and then it's not worth playing the game anyway. Ah, Jesus Christ. I keep moving forward. Ah, bloody hell, how did he fucking go over there like that? And why did he go over there like that? Asshole. So you're not getting any fucking power-ups at all. And on the arcade, if you die, it does give you a free speed up as soon as you start the next time, at least once, if not twice. Nah, bloody hell, that's fucking annoying, that is. I'm going for the fucking... It keeps fucking happening. Might as well go for the multi-port if you can get it. That keeps happening if you get them out of order. I cannot play this game with this kind of setup without at least rapid fire working on the joystick. So, because at least then I could take my fingers off the fucking fire button. Have a chance of fucking getting it. Should have waited, mad Commodore, waited, innit? I'd like a multi-port. There we go. So it's a real arsehole. It's not this difficult in the arcade, that's the problem. Obviously in the arcade they've got their own custom controls, and now you're absolutely fucked. And in the arcade it doesn't put you right at the back here. So Simon Pick did not play fucking Gradius, and it shows. It's like the guy who wrote Donkey Kong for the C64. He absolutely hated Donkey Kong. And he also wrote it for the Atari. I believe it's the same person. So anyway, that was Nemesis, and that's like, well, I've only got a minute of recording time left. No, buddy. And there you have it. Not exactly perfectly lined up, but no, I can't really type. Ah, bollocks. So, welcome to the new season. Spring is over. It's now look at my feet season, where the amount of material used for the footwear becomes as scarce as the fucking clouds. So we get baked. It's only the start of fucking June. Fuck's sake. How am I going to put up with all this shit? I thought he was getting air conditioner in it. Why has that come up? Okay. Chucky, push the cursor key up there. Chucky, don't move the camera, huh, buddy? So, someone has uploaded some season 3 and season 4 Metal Mickey episodes. Not all of them. There's fucking loads of them. Come on, mate. So we've got industrial strength setting on the fan going there. It really fucking helps. Unless the fan is pointed at you, ain't gonna do shit. So I went to all that effort. We even found a spare copy of Raid Over Moscow, and then it just fucking freezes, doesn't it? But anyway, we were doing the Konami. It's upside down for a start. We're doing the Konami Arcade Collection. There you go. It is a large box. It's the same size box as Times of Law, actually. I believe Times of Law was 10 quid too. And so far it's going so terribly, I'd rather have Times of Law, even though I don't actually like RPG games. So we used to play a lot of ping pong in the sixth form hut at school. There was this very dark Asian guy. I don't mean that in a racist way, I mean he was darker than your usual Asian. I'm not Asian, but I've got a great uncle who's like that dark. Their skin is as dark as a black person, but they're clearly not from the Afro-Caribbean region. Probably due to their David Schwimmer style haircut. It's quite difficult to replicate on some ethnic minorities. But anyway, this is not a racist show, mate. I'm just trying to explain. And I've completely forgotten actually what the point was, so disregard everything I will say. I wish the clouds were dark. I wish there were some fucking clouds. There was some clouds yesterday. Apparently there was a hailstorm, and the internet hadn't been working for like 4 hours since my parents woke up this morning. Now luckily their landline, hard line, remember that, hasn't been compromised, because they don't have their telephone connected to the fucking broadband router. As far as I'm concerned, if you have that, your telephone should be free anyway. There's no other maintenance than the the fibre optic network for all the social media losers. So it's a bit risky. We got the window open. Ah, that's a great trainer. So yes, previously on Mad Commodore. Where the fuck is the UK version? It's only the US version. They're both the US. Yeah, anyway. There you go. Very similar to the American version, except that you fire the way you're facing, which is actually quite important in a game like this. Now there are two games called Jackal on Game Base made with fucking hell, this game is difficult. Made with shoot 'em up construction. Ocean did a game called Tank, and it's fucking horrible, and there's a better version done with shoot 'em up construction kit. So it might be the same with this, but this isn't a review of Jackal. We're reviewing this this compilation. So actually, this version is better to play. I mean, the background is a bit Amstrad CPC. Ah, fucking hell. How do I blow them up then? Oh, right, like that. How do you get past the doors then? Oh, okay. I thought the sound was so right. This game is brutal. Like I say, I'm not actually reviewing Jackal as a, you know, the quality of the conversion of Jackal as such. Alright, great, so yeah. Ah, come on, mate. They fucking fire a bomb anywhere near me and they blow up. Fuck's sake, such an annoying game. Ooh, you can go through there. Ooh. Am I supposed to stop at the helipad? Because it's saying stop. I went for the power button, but I decided one more go. So I've spent so long on this compilation already. Right, okay, we're getting somewhere now. So maybe you do get used to it. So, and you can actually go past the bits that. Okay, we've got to be careful with them cannons there, which are still sort of on the screen. Oh, right, okay, that's just a fucking trap, is it? Ah, of course you can't go over the water. And you've got to bomb them things as well, so... Oh man, it's insanely difficult. It's graphically underwhelming and insanely difficult to get anywhere on that game. That's like... It's the worst of the arcade situation. Arcade games rarely had shit graphics. Help if I put commas there. Would help, man, Commodore. So why have I done the main master and said, oh, I'm not going to do any more videos, and here we go, it's fucking scheduled up the yin yang. Well, I wasn't playing games at the time, so there is that. And that's really the main reason. The reason why I'm playing more games now is, one, I did miss playing C64 games. Now I have done probably about 25% of game base already in one form or another on my channel, so I'm talking about commercial or vaguely commercial releases, not stuff people made with shoot 'em up construction kit and you know, or the you know, 100 variations of Boulder Dash. Well, I was going to play some First Star Software games. So I've actually done everything except Mikey, Green Beret and Ping Pong. That's why I was talking about ping pong. Levy, of course, Levy, my friend at Sixth Form College. He was as good at ping pong as me, and together we were the best. We used to do Olympic challenge level serves that no bastard would ever be able to return. So it's 100% you're going to win on when it's your serve, and then obviously you just have to make sure you don't 100% lose when it's someone else serving. So it was a bit iffy when I was playing Levy, but when I was playing my mate Peter, who was quite good at ping pong, it wasn't so bad. We used to go to the sports centre and play ping pong as well. Yeah, I don't need to know all that. Reset high score. The bat is moving automatically. I don't know if that's because I selected level 1. Don't know if you can hear anything. All the settings are buggered up. There is a way to sort of like angle your shots, which is important. Well, the seagulls of the crowd are not great. I don't know why everyone in the crowd has got seagulls under their jumper, but the sound of the ball hitting the floor, that's actually... Okay, so doing the movements is independent of what the fire button does. Okay, right, so you can do left and right. I don't know if back on its own does anything. It's really more of a 2-player game, but it's actually pretty good as a 1-player game, simply because it runs at 50 frames per second like the arcade. There may be differences in the graphics. Not very good. You know, 2-color fucking fat pixel mode graphics there. But anyway. Alright. I'm trying to do interesting things with the controls. Yeah, you gotta be careful. See, you're kind of instinctively trying to move the bat up and down, but it does that for you automatically. It's just a matter of getting used to it. I think forward is slam dunk. I'd prefer it if he served first. Yeah, there's a skill to like. So there's a lot of things. It's like the difference between the tennis game on the Magnavox Odyssey. I could have pressed fire while I was holding my coda. And Nolan Bushnell's Arcade Pong. There is a difference. And that difference is what that game has over most games like that. And that's why that is actually a good game. Even though I completely cocked up the gameplay recording there. But it doesn't matter. Because... it's not like, well, actually, the popularity of the channel could go down massively, actually. So, yes, yes. So I got Hyper Sports, which I really don't want to play. You'll have to. Yeah, but maybe I do have to play it because I have to know exactly what's wrong with Hypersports. So I obviously had my key because I had the Konami Arcade Collection, which is a 5-game double cassette cased compilation that Imagine did. Now what's interesting about this compilation is they've licensed Sholin's Road from the Edge. I think Imagine did everything else anyway, except for Jailbreak and Nemesis, which Konami took it upon themselves to make themselves, and they did an absolutely fucking shit job on Jailbreak. And there are so many things wrong with Nemesis on the C64, only a prick like Bastiche would actually say it's even a 6 out of 10 game. It's a straight 5 out of 10 game. And if you love the arcade game, that means you wouldn't be happy with it. But then again, that fucking knob thinks Death Chase is like Sega's Turbo. Yeah, alright mate. He's obviously colourblind to blue and purple, because I pointed out Peak's Quest has a lot of blue and purple mixing, and he's like, I can't remember what his response was, but it was sort of like dismissive. It wasn't derogatory. He's still a not. He's a prick, mate. That's what's wrong with YouTube, mate. That's the problem. See, 99% of people who watch retro gaming computer videos on YouTube would rather watch a channel like Bastige than me, and they will incorrectly think he's better than me. There you go, mate. Space is, yeah, next one. I just want to know, oh, you have to press fire 3 times. Single hearts to be found on the floor and under stools. To collect these, you must walk over them. You can bump your classmates off their seats to obtain the hearts with the hip zap. Zap was hip. Well, the early editions of zap. Alright, okay, left and right is zap control. I've seen enough. You have to press fire 3 times for some of them. Please wait, decrunching the memory. So yeah, you might think it's hot in your house too, and maybe it is. Maybe it's exactly the same temperature as my house. But at least you can watch TV. I can't watch TV. Using a projector, a PC, and a Dolby amplifier in a room without air conditioning in the summer is it's not really going to happen. Not unless you've got some rare disease where you can't feel temperature, but then you'll probably be dead after 2 episodes of Star Trek Voyager. So interesting, I saw on a forum about Star Trek Voyager being AI upscaled. Very interesting. See, you can get the original series, the Next Generation, and Enterprise as high definition series, but Voyager has always been DVD only, and the DVDs, the official DVDs, are so shit quality. They're like fucking 1995 quality DVDs. High score, reset the high score. Yeah, buddy, reset it. So you have to get them with a hip zap. You come up here, you little bastard. That didn't really work. It works on Starsky and Hutch. Come on in, mate. Stop throwing your teeth at me, you bastard. I keep pressing fire. Right, so if you get in your seat, he goes away, does he? It's a fun game on the C64, but only because of the music. See, I never realised that before, that you could do that. Round this way, mate. Come down here, you little bastard. I'm sure there's a time limit. I have to get out of the door now. Ah, come on, do not. What's that say on the board? Teachers are failures? Ah, no, you have to get them all again. Ah, teacher goes under you. Bad sprite thingy. Get the fuck out, mate. Come up to the top of the class and teach us, you failure. Why is he fucking frightened while I'm sitting down? I didn't know he could do that. Yeah, without the Galway sounds, I don't care if another version looks as good as this. It's not as good, is it? It doesn't come right to the top. Right, that's what I want. It doesn't come down low enough for me to get the ones at the top. Come on, you asshole. The middle one is the toughest to get because it doesn't actually go down. Go down on them, innit? Go down on them classrooms, you little prick. Oh, fucking hell. Whee! What happened there? Hey, hang on a minute, give me a chance. Ah, come on. I was testing out whether I can pick up the other 3 hearts. This is the one where you've got to stand in front of them and press fire 3 times. Yeah, it does work, so that's what you do, right? Fuck, it's a difficult screen. Ah, bloody hell. That is a great game though. I think I've done that game justice. You got to see 2 sheets. I can hear my cat's up there doing his guttural purring. I wonder what life would be like if I only had 1 cat, mate. I did have only 1 cat. From 2010 to 2016, actually. Right, Green Beret is really gonna... Fuck yeah, it's going to be a bit of a chore in the summer, but Green Beret was a game I had in the summer, innit? Right, well, we've been blowing the cold air up to the ceiling, so I think it's now that the cold air blows onto me. So let's get hyper shits going. Actually, no, we do Green Beret, so I've done everything except Green Beret and Hyper Sports, and here is Green Beret coming for you, sir. Yeah. Let's push that forward a bit. It's not really hitting me, is it? Yes. Of course, everything's moved now. Why has this gone like that? Can't see the top of the thing now. It's just there anyway, you're not really missing anything. Actually, I think you need the space bar on this, so but I think it's only for the special weapon. What's the matter, buddy? Oh, I found the torch, that'll come in useful. If I ever want to do more DIY in my life ever again in the kitchen. Oh, there's it. Amstrad CPC on the floor there. I wipe my arse with the Amstrad. Amstrad is nothing more than poor man's BBC Micro. It's about as suitable for gaming as a BBC Micro. Except the BBC Micro didn't get so many, you know, port jobs. Don't tell me you want to jump out the window. Oi! Oi! Stop it with the window. Come on. Don't want to go anywhere near the window, mate. Window is not for you. Now, where's that bloody clothes peg? Where is the clothes pegs? The clothes peg has snap-head. Go. The things I have to put up with, mate. Yeah, I don't need documents for this. The only thing you need to know about Green Beret is music is very low on this bit, and you need arcade quality joystick to play it because it's an arcade quality conversion. The reason most people don't like Green Beret on the C64 has got nothing to do with the abilities of the C64 or the conversion quality. Hey! Don't do that! I don't want you going out the bloody window, you know. Come on! Leave them alone. Windows have to be open. Bloody cats. Never had this problem 15 years ago. Yeah, the reason people don't like this game is because it's a perfect pull of the arcade game. That's why they don't like it. They're too limp-wristed to actually handle it, and they can't accept the fact that it's they are the limiting factor. There's nothing wrong with the game. We're going to do no. Alright, okay, we have to do return or shift and return. Alright, okay. Okay, why didn't that just work in the first place? I'm going to have that because I might want to see other levels, because I'm not very good at this in this situation where a cat is potentially trying to jump out of an open window. Sound is low because Chucky is sitting on the TV speaker, and because this is Ocean conversion, fire button in joystick port 2, not joystick port 1. Woohoo! I think if you do the coloured soldiers, you get the special weapon on it. Oh man, that's what I don't like about this game, but that is what happens in the arcade, so... They obviously got ricin powder coated on their fucking shoes and uniform. See, he always gets you, you can't run past it. Let's go straight to another level, because you've seen me play this level many times. I had Green Beret as a full price release, so, and I was very happy with it, so on a compilation where it works out £1, it's fine. Even if you have to account for 5 shit games on the compilation. I don't remember this at all. I do remember these graphics though, so I did actually get this far at least. Right, he did trample my sciatic nerve, I guess you'd call it. Yeah, I just want to see what that fucking package is. I'm useless at this game. I ain't played it for so long. After all that, that was a fucking landmine that was going to kill me. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with this game though. These are things that happen in the arcade version. It runs at 50 frames per second. and the collision detection is exactly the same way it works in the arcade. So, but you see me play Green Beret a hell of a lot, and this video is getting really long now. No one's gonna fucking watch a video this long. Well, maybe a few people, but this is not exactly the world's most loved compilation in the whole world. So. Yeah, I've decided the compilations can go up on a Sunday, 6 PM, so we have to be finished within an hour and a half. Because I don't know exactly when Maymeister will actually or won't do a Sunday live stream. I usually find out like afterwards that one happened. I need to get some wooden clothes pegs that are not gonna snap. So we've done everything, so except Hypersports. So here we go. Here's a 2-second arse fuck for a Hypersports. What's Hypersports 80? Well, doesn't really matter because there's only one actual Hypersports here. Is that why it has to say Hypersports 84? So I reckon the crack of Raid over Moscow I've got is buggered, but the thing is, it takes so long to finish the hangar section, whether you crash the bastard planes or not, that it's annoying to try out different craps. Especially if you're doing it on a real machine, and you have to keep turning the machine on and off, and then loading the SD to IC file browser, going in the D64 image. See, when you emulate, you just drag and drop the disk image over there, and it starts instantly. Especially as I walk the shit out of fucking loading. I don't really use Vice for loading tapes. Come on with a slow load, cocksucker. Oh, that's why it's like that. Oh, you asshole, man, Commodore. Will Mad Commodore ever do rasters again in machine code? I don't know. Very difficult thing that is. Chucky, stop looking over there, buddy. Yeah, whatever. I've heard that SID instrument before, not really interested. I must admit 99% of crack troll music is also shit, so... Is it fucking loading something? No. Always qualify, yes. Another arse fuck for the Spectrum and the Amstrad. Martin Galway is fucking Alan Sugar and Sir Clive Sinclair right in the ass. Yeah, but the Amstrad was not designed by Alan Sugar. Yeah, well, he hired them pricks. I'm sure they pointed out certain things to him. Joystick waggler, you joystick waggler. Ah, yeah, see, I've done like this. And then he goes into fucking, I can't. Why does he do that? See, it's very difficult to do this bit. Why don't they have to fucking breathe? Why am I fucking doing the Olympics against a couple of fucking androids? And why does he fucking start standing up? Come on, mate. Yeah, if you're going to play games like this, they need to be as playable as summer games too, mate. This breathe business is, yeah, see, fucking hurry up, will you, mate? Good, I always qualify anyway, because I hate this game. Hate it. This is the section I fucking hate. Why is there no gunshot sound? Just run out of ammo, innit? Whatever. Oh god, we have to do more tries, don't we? We have to have 3 tries of this shit. I'm sure there's something wrong there. Oh right, it's left and right. Oh, you know. The sights are automatic. Right, okay. I shall try, oh master. And that's from like a Sinbad film. Burundi. Maybe you just get in the zone. Yeah, whatever, just get me past the thing. These graphics are very ugly here. These are alright. Parallax scrolling in 16 colours. Whee! That's a perfect one. I meant to do that. Oh, God. See, if you don't know the actual controls. What's wrong with that one? Just because I just about landed on the carpet. You need to do this to Chemical Brothers Electro Bank. Bank with a B. What's wrong with that? Wind 0. Right, okay. Right, this is a really shit way of doing this, actually. Basically, as soon as it fucking appears there. Okay, when it gets there. Okay, when it gets about here. Oh, we're getting there. See, once you know the trick, you can get bullseye every time. Ah, fuck off. Why is it so low? Why is he fucking jerking off in the middle of the fucking archery field? Captain Archer would not be happy with that. I don't know if Enterprise or Voyager is better. I would never watch Deep Space Nine. Shit. Right. Peak too soon. ED. Again with the ED. The arrow related ED. Why are they always lower? Can I adjust my height or something? Oh yeah, you can. How do I adjust the height? It wouldn't let me adjust the height there. The controls are not intuitive at all. That's a problem. How many fucking tries? Come on. Alright, the angle is how long you hold it. Right, okay. Okay, getting close now. Well, the angle keeps going up after it's left the boat. It's such a shit game. Look, mate, Epic's cornered the market on this wank. So, there's no need for anyone else to do any more of these. Fucking hurry up and get on to the next fucking mediocre event. Alright. You know what? That's it. That's that compilation. So, what do we think of that compilation, sir? Jailbreak is shit, Green Beret is brilliant, Your Kung Fu one is unfair, some people do like it. Ping Pong is brilliant, but it's not really worth more than like budget game price anyway, so you're not saving anything. Nemesis is shit, Sholin's Road is shit, Hypersports is shit, Jackal is shit, and Mikey is brilliant. So we've got Mikey, Ping Pong, Green Beret, version of Nemesis that if you never played the arcade and you like difficult and obtuse shoot 'em ups with odd keyboard controls, then yeah, maybe. I don't think this compilation is worth it. Yeah, you get more games than the Konami Coin-Op Collection, which is I believe Ping Pong, Hypersports, Mikey, what else was on there? And Green Beret, was it? I think Green Beret's one. To have a little Luke, to have a Skywalker at it. Compilations, there we go. There you go, Konami Coin-Op. Yes, Hypersports, Mikey, Ping Pong, Ya Kung Fu, and Green Beret. Shopping see, there you go. And well, that was 10 quid as well, but I was like, yeah, that was about a year before, at least a year or 2 years before this. Hey, don't press return on any of them. What is it you're trying to load, buddy? Yeah, why don't you go over there? Yeah, away from the open window. That's a good idea. I like that idea, mate. So, yeah, see, I can't fucking... There you go. Has it overwritten the loader yet? Yes, it has. There you go. It's quicker to turn it off and on, and because it's not the 64C, you don't have to wait 2 seconds before turning it back on after. That's more of a power Zimmer frame than a power cycle, if you ask me. Right, then again, Irving Gould's Commodore, they didn't know what the fuck they were doing anyway. Commodore could have been the most successful computer company in the mid-80s, thanks to Jack Trammell, because you already had the Commodore LCD, which would have been the best of its type. You had the you know, the £80 Commodore Plus 4 clone, although the Plus 4 is a clone of this £80 thing anyway, it might be slightly bigger, and the C64, which was arse fucking every other machine left, right and centre. So you got low end, middle range, and you know, businessman serious user with a Commodore LCD, because they owned the yeah, anyway, that's a shit fucking compilation.